Gimbals are becoming more prevalent and cheap. There's plenty of different brands from DJI to Zhiyun, Moza, and they range from thousands of dollars down to just $100. I think the modification that I did would apply to any of these brands. This is a prime example of what a gimbal does for those of you who are looking at this and wondering what this alien device is. Most of the gimbals are super versatile and can be used with point and shoot cameras, GoPros, phones, and professional cameras. The gimbal transforms your shaky, nausea-inducing footage into smooth, usable clips. But unfortunately, many of these gimbals are heavy, ranging from 1 pound to 10 pounds plus, and when used for an extended period of time, they cause a lot of fatigue. I modified the Zhiyun Crane M to reduce the fatigue on my hands and make sure it would not slip out and fall. This is a picture of what the original Zhiyun Crane M looked like. If you take a look at the handle portion, you'll just see it's a knurled piece of aluminum, not providing much comfort. To modify mine, I started by adding a piece of heat shrink over the battery tube. I made sure to disassemble that piece of the gimbal so no heat would go into the actual electronics. And I wanted to do this so that in case I didn't like the additional grip, that I could remove it and no adhesive would be left on the gimbal handle. I then wrapped a normal tennis racket grip over the heat shrink. And there's plenty of different types of grips out there. So whether you want a sticky grip so that you don't have to hold on as tight, or just a cushion so that you're not on the knurled portion of the handle, you can find whatever suits your needs. The first time I used this gimbal was in Hong Kong, shortly after I purchased it. And with the high heat and the humidity, I was so glad that I did this, because even with the additional tennis racket tape, I was still finding that it was slightly slippery, but I can only imagine without this addition that it would have been 10 times worse and my hands would have been really fatigued. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you guys have any other tips or suggestions, feel free to throw them down in the comments.